Hey there everyone, welcome back. Today Lisa and I are on the Emerald Princess. We are on deck 7 and we're going to be looking at the outside, which they call the promenade or the promenade. The outside of this deck, deck 7 is also called the promenade, but there's a whole outside area to deck 7. I call it one of those hidden gems because very few people come out here. And so it's very, very relaxing. In fact, we'll show you where we were hanging out during the lightning storm. If you want a nice, quiet place, obviously there's some noise right now. We're in port. What you're hearing is that boat going by right there. It's pretty loud. But generally speaking, at nighttime, when the ship's in motion, man, it's very quiet out here. Maybe hear the whooshing of the water going by a little bit. Now the theater is right back here. And so I'm going to guess that a lot of this mechanicals and things that make the shows do what they do are back behind this area, so we can't go all the way around on deck 7. However, you see the stairwell here that's open. This part is called the upper promenade, and it wraps around the front of the ship. It allows you to go 360 degrees around the ship. Now it stops right there. So this upper section is just at the very front where the stage area is. It's actually a beautiful day here in Antigua. I'm going to give this to Lisa for just a second. All right. We believe that is a Wi-Fi point right there. So since we're standing here, we're going to test it. Yeah, not good. I'm going to do a little screenshot, take it down to IT. All right. Sometimes when Wi-Fi's slow, if you go down to the IT desk and say, hey, what's up? And they're like, well, there's so many people on it. Well, I can tell you we are in port today. The ship is pretty much empty. So that excuse is off the table. So after we're done videoing this deck 7, we're going to walk around to another half a dozen spots on the ship and do some speed tests. All right, so this is where the upper promenade ends, as you can see. Now, by the way, this was the very front of the ship. So I'm going to make a general assumption that when we are moving, that this area is closed off. There is a gate down here. Obviously, it would be really, really windy up there. So my guess is they close that off when we're in motion. Good morning. Good morning. Now, if you're a walker, this would be a great deck to come down and walk on. Again, it's quiet. It's plenty wide. Because you'll probably see these people coming at us. That's exactly what they're doing. Now, if you don't want to take the steps and go up to continue walking and take the steps down, well, you can just do an about face. You can round the back of the ship, which you'll see here in a couple minutes. And just to go all the way around at the front, you have to go up that flight of stairs to what they call the upper promenade. Now, there's basically 3 entrances. One up by the theater, which is where the front elevators and stairs are. There's one up here in the middle of the ship by the midship elevators and stairs. And guess where the third one is? That's right, in the back by the aft elevators and stairs. Chairs. Yeah, it's by the chairs. You can see they're doing lots of work here. Every stop we're at, again, there's your midship elevators and stairs. Lots of maintenance going on, right? I mean, the ship is 17 years old, and I've taken some video of it, and from a wear and tear standpoint, you know, it's obviously shown its age. I mean, everything's got a little rust on it. Salt water and steel just does not work well with one another. So it's a constant battle against the rust. And so they're constantly painting, chipping off rust and painting. It's an absolute beautiful ship. It's an interesting thought that at some point this beautiful ship will have seen its career end and end up in a scrapyard. It's just sort of a weird feeling. Again, here's the aft elevators and stairs. See, you know, there's the stairs, right? So we're about to round the back. Now it's going to get really noisy back here. They are playing some music at some ridiculous volume back here. So I'm probably going to have to turn the audio to this off and do a little voiceover or something. Or we'll just be quiet and we'll let you see. So this was one of the spots right here that we were standing during the lightning storm, getting you views of the lightning storm out the back of the ship. And we around the back. So we're now back on the other side of the ship. And I was talking about maintenance. We're going to run into an area that's closed off because they are chipping off the rust and repainting. All right, for you smokers, believe it or not, this is one of the smoking sections. As you can see, there's no chairs, but this is where it is. By the way, you want to walk a mile, 2.5 times around equals 1 mile. So there you go. 2.5 times around this mile. All right, so again, you can see the deck is closed. We can't walk through, so we're going to go inside here, the door that I just passed, but I'd at least come up here and show you a little bit. Right, they're doing this at every port. They bring 1 or 2 of the lifeboats down, do some touch up on them. As you can see, they put the tarp down because they're chipping off with hammers and little rotary drills the rusty paint and then repainting. Yesterday, they did a little bit of this area back here. They've already picked it up, but they did right around the stairs and the railings yesterday. So just constant ongoing efforts to keep the ship in tip-top shape. It's no different like every port you go into. You know, you always see them outside painting the sides of the ship. It's the same reason. It's not just to make it look nicer for everybody, but it's to help prevent the rusting. Yeah, but just imagine this beautiful ship, all this amazing woodwork in here, getting scrapped. I don't know. It just doesn't compute.
Which alcoholic beverage featured an advertising campaign focused on the most interesting man in the world?
All right, here are the midship doors. And you can see the guys down there. Yeah, here's a good close-up, right? It's all these little points. You need constant attention. Constant attention. Huh, wonder what that sign says. We've got a banner tied to the side of the ship here today. I can't read it. Maybe we'll get off the ship and try to figure out what that banner says. Oh, here's your nameplate. Who was it that used to like us to find the coin?
That was on the Venezia.
I know it was on the Venezia, but who was that?
We never did find it.
I know, we never did, but who was it who was asking us to find the coin? Was it Macrina? I don't think so. For some reason I feel like it was Danny Mac, but I don't think so. Anyway. Well, this is it. This is actually right where we started, right here. Again, there's the stairs for the upper promenade right over there. There's the doors to go back in. So there is your outside of deck 7, the outside promenade. So hope you enjoyed. Maybe that's a good spot for you to go out and read a book or just hang out at night and watch and listen to the water go by. All right? Till we see you on another deck or another ship, be safe.